Hey everyone, it's Austin here. So I've just got a small update for you this evening regarding the severe weather that's coming up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So let's start with warnings then. We've got a couple of severe warnings coming up. So an orange warning for Carlow, this is for rain by the way, Carlow, Kildare, Kilkenny, Laois, Longford, Offaly, Westmeath, Wexford, Wicklow, Cavan, Donegal, Leitrim, Roscommon, Sligo and Waterford. So locally intense rainfall of 50mm and squalls are likely. Valid from 4am to 8am tomorrow, so only 4 hours of this orange warning. And there's also a yellow rainfall warning for the entire country. Heavy rain will move northwards across much of the country tonight, clearing from the north and northwest on Sunday morning. Some torrential downpours are expected in parts, resulting in surface flooding. There is also the potential for thunderstorm activity and lightning strikes. So valid from 1am tomorrow until 10am tomorrow, issued yesterday, updated today. So, of course, we have been having a very, very dry summer. And of course, this rain is very useful and welcome. However, too much of it in such a short space of time can be very impactful, especially as it's so dry. Because the ground is basically like concrete now. So it's very hard for it to absorb water as it comes down so quickly. So it just runs off the sides and accumulates. So it creates surface flooding, flash flooding, so do be careful if you're out there. So let's take a look at this rainfall then. You can see here, this is what will come up tonight and give us such a soaking. If I zoom in and go through it. So by midnight is knocking on the door on the south coast. By 3am, there's a line of heavy rain through the southeast into the Irish Sea. And if I go through 6 to 5am, 6am, you can see right here, through Donegal, Northern Ireland, down into northeast Leinster and down into the southeast, we have a line of very heavy rain. It could be a squall line with thunderstorms and very, very gusty winds, as I said. And you can see why here. Southeasterly winds meeting westerly winds or southwesterly winds will create a convergence zone where the air just collides and there's nowhere to go, so it goes up. And it creates a big line of torrential rain and thunderstorms. And it's often seen during summer days of thunderstorms, just convective storms. So this is actually different as it's frontal. As we push through tomorrow, then this legacy of it remains in Derry and parts of Donegal before it completely clears away into the Atlantic Ocean. And we're left with more thundery showers pushing up from the south tomorrow night. And throughout next week, we've just got this repeated low pressure to the west, showers, thunderstorms, longer spells of rain, wrapping around it, being thrown in towards the end of the run, the end of next week, and towards the weekend, get drier and cooler as the winds go into the northeast and as low pressure pushes away into the continents. Now, I want to show you something interesting about this area of low pressure coming in tonight. So you see, if I just play it through there, this line, these colours are where strong southeasterly winds are taking control, even though this doesn't show it. Winds will be coming from the southeast here, and southwesterly, where the colours are yellowish, greenish and bluish. So along this line, right here, where this will be the convergence zone, and where the most torrential rain we found, the squall line probably, of thunderstorms. And as it pushes northwards, by around the middle of the day tomorrow, you see here very, very strong winds just on this eastern flank west of Scotland, Had this been like further southwards, this could have been a named storm. More on that at the end of the video. Now, just to say, the temperatures will start off warm, as low pressure will be sitting to the west of us, giving us southerlies, but low pressure will move over us during the middle of the week, cooling things down even further at the end of the week as it pushes us away to the east and gives us northeasterlies. Now, as I said many times during this video, during this unsettled spell, there's quite a high chance of thunderstorms. So this is the thunderstorm chance map from the Weather Online. So for today, there's pretty much no chance of thunderstorms at all over the country. Tomorrow, though, a slim chance in the southeast, about 5% chance. Monday, though, could be as high as 40% chance in the southeast. No chance in the west and north. Anywhere in between 5 and 40% chance. Tuesday, then, about a 10% chance in the Midlands. No chance in the west and north and northeast. Slightly higher again in that southeastern corner. Again, the southeastern corner on Wednesday has the highest chance of storms, while a slim chance runs up the eastern side of the country. Thursday, a slim chance across the eastern part of the country again, with the southeast seeing once again that a slightly higher chance. But by the time we get to Friday, there's no chance at all. So, in summary, the southeast is most likely to get thunderstorms from this unsettled spell. So, this is the GFS run for the next 2 weeks or so. So we're doing it at 24-hourly intervals. So, tomorrow, low pressure to the southwest, relatively warm southerly to southwesterly winds, bringing areas of rain, showers, thunderstorms, and it just stays that way during the week. Although low pressure will just move in over us, cooling things down a bit, and towards the end of next week, low pressure in the North Sea, bringing cooler winds from the northeast. If I run it back to Wednesday, watch this little feature here. This is Hurricane Danielle. It will move towards us, and by next weekend, we could be getting a deluge from that and some very gusty winds. If we look at the winds, quite gusty winds, especially along its southern flank and across its northern flank too, but most especially along its south. And precipitation, yes, a lot of rain as you'd expect. As we keep pushing through it, Danielle just drops towards France, dissipates. We put in an easterly for a time. We could get some warm air as we get the plus 10 Celsius isotherm at 850 HPA towards the southeast coast of England. But as we run through, high pressure slips southwards, low pressure off the Atlantic comes back in and brings us wet and windy weather from off the Atlantic. This is the icon run, so this is the German DWD icon run. So, tomorrow, low pressure to the southwest again, relatively warm southerly winds, showers, thunderstorms, rain. As we go through next week, same scenario. Low pressure again at the end of the week going away to the east, pushing something cooler in. The 5 Celsius isotherm towards the east of Scotland by next Friday. But over the coming week, still quite warm with even the plus 10 Celsius isotherm at 850 HPA over England. So ground temperature, surface temperatures there of up to possibly the low to mid 20s. Here's the arpège model. We'll run this in 12-hourly intervals. And tomorrow, it's the same story really. Low pressure to the southwest, with a southerly wind bringing up showers or long spells of rain. Heavy at times. Again, just milling around the place, pushing eastwards around midweek, cooling down somewhat. Just around average air masses really, so not too bad in terms of temperature. And of course, very wet as you'd expect. Finally, then we have the GEM model, which is the Canadian model, starting tomorrow, same story, low pressure to the west, fairly warm for a time, quite wet, before the low moves in across the country, cooling things down. But watch what happens. Hurricane Danielle makes an appearance here, but goes to the south. And what we do is to pull in an easterly winds, but it could get quite warm for a time in the south. As you saw there. And high pressure just beginning to push in from the north at the end of the run. These are the remains of Danielle. We're pulling in a northeasterly winds. Probably quite cool with that as well. Yeah, quite cool. The 5 Celsius isotherm at 850 HPA pushing into the north. And I should explain what this 850 HPA level is. It's basically a level in the atmosphere where temperatures are very good representations of the air masses that will affect us. This is because at this level, the temperatures aren't affected by day and night gradients. So it's a very good indicator of what the air masses are. So yeah. Finally, we have the 2022-23 storm names announcement made on the 1st of September. If we zoom in there, you can see them. Anthony, Betty, Killian, Daisy, Elliot, Fleur, Glenn, Hendrika, Ija, Johanna, Khalid, Luce, Mark, Nelly, Owen, Priya, Ruan, I think it's Ruan, Sam, Tobias, Val, and Valter. So these are the storm names for the upcoming storm season. There's no name for Q, U, X, Y, or Z. If you know any people with these names, feel free to congratulate them. And that's it for this video. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. That's all for now. Goodbye.